Welcome to the next session on the chapter Chemical Integration and Coordination. Now we're going to learn about the next type of endocrine glands in humans, namely the gonads. Gonads means the gamete producing organs. So the gonads, the male gonad is called as the testes and the female gonad is called as the ovary. So in this module we are going to learn about the testes and ovary, that is the gonads in male and female. The testis is the primary sex organ in a male, and it is also acting as an endocrine gland so as to release hormones needed for the reproduction process. A pair of testes is present in humans, and its position is extra abdominal, that is outside the abdomen, and is placed in a sac-like structure called as a scrotum. Why is the testis placed in the scrotum? Because we know that it's a primary sex organ, so it has to produce the gametes. The male gamete is called as sperm. For the testis to produce the sperm, it needs a temperature less than the internal body temperature, and this temperature is provided when it is placed in a sac-like structure called as a scrotum sac. And the testis, inside the testis, it is having about 250 compartments. Okay, it's called as a testicular lobules. The compartments in the testis is called as a testicular lobules, and inside these compartments there are long tube-like structures called as the seminiferous tubules. And in addition to seminiferous tubules, there is another type of cells called as the interstitial cells. So two types of cells are present inside the testis. They are called as the seminiferous tubules and the interstitial tissues. From the interstitial cells, a special type of cell is present, which is called as a Leydig cells. These Leydig cells, it produces a hormones called as the androgens, and the main androgen is called as the testosterone. So testosterone is produced by the Leydig cells, which is present which is produced by the Leydig cells present in the interstitial cells of the testis. The functions of the androgens involves the development, maturation, and functions. It maintains the functions of the accessory sex organs, which involves the external genitalia, namely the penis, and in addition to it, many glands are there, which is helping in the production of certain secretions, which is necessary to give nourishment to the sperms. Okay, so all these accessory sex organs are maintained and developed with the help in the presence of androgens. It also helps in spermatogenesis, that is production of sperms. It stimulates sexual behavior, which is called as the libido. It helps in the growth of the muscles, hairs, aggressiveness, low pitch voice, etc. All these are the secondary sexual characters which is developed at the time of puberty. It helps in anabolism of proteins and carbohydrates. Anabolism means it is nothing but the building up process. So building up of the proteins and carbohydrates is done with the help of the androgens. So that is about the male gonad, a pair of testes, which is acting as a primary sex organ and also acting as an endocrine gland by secreting the androgens by the Leydig cells. And the functions of the androgens are the so listed we just learned now. Next is the female gonads, that is a pair of ovary. It is the female primary sex organ, and a pair of ovaries located in the abdomen. It is intra-abdomen. Okay, and it produces one ovum during the menstrual cycle, one ovum by either of the ovary every month. So ovary is formed of ovarian follicles and stromal tissues. Okay, there are two types of cells, ovarian follicles and stromal tissues. These follicle cells present in the ovary, these are the follicle cells. Okay. These follicle cells, it secretes the estrogen, which is a steroid hormone. Okay, and after ovulation, the mature follicle ruptures and it releases the ovum. Okay, so this is a follicle, the developing follicle, which releases the estrogen, and inside the follicle the ovum is getting developed, and here we can see the ovum ruptures, the mature follicle ruptures and the ovum is released out. And then the remnants of this follicle gets converted to form the yellow colored structure, which is called as a corpus luteum. And this corpus luteum secretes the second type of steroid hormone, which is called as the progesterone. So two hormones are secreted by the ovary, namely the estrogen and the progesterone. What are the functions of estrogen? It stimulates growth and activities of the female secondary sex organs. Then it helps in the development of the ovarian follicles inside which the ovum or the female gamete is undergoing development. The female secondary sex characters and sexual behavior is also maintained by the estrogen, and it also helps in the development of the mammary glands. Okay, so secondary sexual characters, sexual behavior, development of the accessory organs, all these are controlled by the estrogen, which is secreted by the ovarian follicles present inside the ovary. And the function of progesterone. From where is progesterone secreted? It is secreted from the corpus luteum, which is formed by the conversion of the follicular remnants into corpus luteum after the ovum is released. So corpus luteum secretes the second steroid hormone, ovarian hormone called as progesterone. It supports pregnancy. So it's called as a pregnancy hormone. It acts on the mammary glands to stimulate the formation of alveoli. That is, alveoli are nothing but sacs which is developed inside the mammary gland so as to store the milk. And it also helps in milk secretion at the time of pregnancy. So thus it helps in maintenance of pregnancy and also helping in milk secretion in the mammary glands. Dear children, in this module, we learned about the two types of gonads, namely testis in male and ovary in females. Thank you.